Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix this country together. And the content that I'm about to show you is not a good look for YouTube particularly, because the very same guy who just convicted Trump on his 34 counts of felonious activity, you know, the one that looks really suspiciously like a political hit job, yeah, he's now bragging to NBC about how he's responsible for pushing YouTube to do the policies that they just enacted that will now go into effect on the 18th against specifically the gun community. I'm running out of this might not be what it looks like. I'm going to be honest with you. Everything I'm going to show you is linked in the description box below. Make sure you send this out to everyone that you know. Get the news out about this one, because this looks like another notch in the belt to the same tactics, but this time going against a different set of rights on the conservative or the freedom side of the spectrum. Now, I do want to say one thing other than make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. I got sunburned today. Per usual, make fun of me in the comments. I deserve it. Anyway, moving straight forward. If you guys have not gotten yourselves the Glock Block shirt yet, it's closing tomorrow. Your last chance. It's a limited time design. Perfect for Father's Day. Perfect if you want to stick it to the gun controllers in your attire while still looking amazing. It's right down there in the description box, but it is closing tomorrow, guys. It's gone amazing, so make sure you get it if you got your eye on it. But if not, totally get it. Make sure it's down there if you need it. All right, let me show you what's happening, because this guy is bragging about this. See what I did there? With District Attorney Alvin Bragg and Trump and YouTube. Bragg, get it? Okay, let's continue. Let me show you here. I'm going to do this quickly because we really need to get to the bottom of this in the early parts of this video. YouTube is implementing stricter rules around gun videos, but we know that, and the story is not the policies. The story is where the policy is coming from. So I'm going to jump you a little bit back here, or a little bit to the back part of this article where Alvin Bragg makes an appearance. Alvin Bragg is the District Attorney of Manhattan. He is the guy who convicted Trump on 34 counts of nothing. Just throwing that out there. In April, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg wrote a letter to YouTube CEO Neil Mohan calling out YouTube for hosting tutorials on how to manufacture deadly weapons and pushing violent content about DIY guns to school kids. That's an abject lie. I can defend YouTube on that one. They do not do that. But the New York Daily News reported then Bragg's office shared the post on X, which we covered, by the way. But now I'm going to go back a little bit, and I want to show you something that I find so fascinating, particularly when you're looking at the timing of the enactment, the people who have sent letters, of which we've covered on this channel for the last 6 months to 2 years, which is this is a consistent theme of the left. Let me just show you this real quick. This is from the YouTube spokesperson. Quote, and this article is from NBC, by the way, linked. These updates to our firearms policy are part of our continued efforts to maintain policies that reflect the current state of content on YouTube, Javier Hernandez, the YouTube spokesperson, said. For example, 3D printing has become more readily available in recent years, so we're expanding our restrictions on content involving homemade firearms. We regularly review our guidelines and consult with outside experts to make sure they're drawing the line to the right place. Wait for it! YouTube said it consults third-party experts such as law enforcement or public safety officials when developing new policy updates. From their own press release, they just said that they partner with, what was it? Public safety officials. Alvin Bragg is now bragging that he had a hand in this. So I did a video last night about the technology watchdogs for gun control that were pushing them to do this. Now I'm showing you Alvin Bragg, the same guy who convicted Trump, also had a hand in this. This is looking worse and worse and worse, not on the policy front, on the origin front. I'm just saying, I've given a lot of leeway. YouTube, you can tell me if I'm wrong. You can get on my channel and talk to me if you want. We can turn this boat around with a simple conversation. But what I'm seeing right now does not look promising for what it seems to be. Okay? Here's Alvin Bragg's actual quotes. Quote, it is extremely troubling that videos that give a step-by-step guide of how to manufacture ghost guns are deliberately pushed on the screens of children. DA Alvin Bragg. Learn more about our call to YouTube to modify their algorithm. Well, wait a minute. The YouTube spokesperson just said we partner with third-party experts and public safety officials. And Alvin Bragg sent a letter back in April, and now he's saying, literally, change your algorithm And all of a sudden in June, right in the middle of an election year, YouTube changes the policies, and it just happens to coincide with exactly what Alvin Bragg was pushing on. Same guy who convicted Trump with 34 counts of nothing. Guys, like, this doesn't look good. Let me show you some more. If you didn't have enough salt in the wound, look at this. In a statement Wednesday, Bragg said he applauds YouTube for implementing these important common sense fixes to their community guidelines, which will further limit dangerous videos and minimize firearm content for minors. Gun violence tears the fabric of our communities and has claimed far too many innocent lives, which is why combating gun violence and stopping the proliferation of illegal firearms and ghost guns remains my top priority, Bragg said. We will continue to use every tool at our disposal to address illegal weapons in our communities. So he's openly applauding it. The response to the letter that he wrote, or at least perceived response to the letter that he wrote, saying to change your algorithm, and YouTube just changed their policies, which is in effect their algorithm. Guys, I'm trying to give YouTube the benefit of the doubt that they wouldn't be manipulated by gun controllers like this, the same people who are levying charges and convicting people, former presidents, of things they just make up. But it's looking more and more like the very same people who were weaponizing the lawfare system are now weaponizing their position to go after gun creators on YouTube in the middle of an election year. Again, open invite on this channel to come and have a conversation with me, to anyone from YouTube that wants to address this. But honestly, this is starting to look like this was originally sent and deployed from the left wing, which is an anti-gun organization, consistently. And it affected a change that's going to directly impact the Second Amendment side of YouTube, which is a constitutionally protected right. Guys, this doesn't look good. Make sure you send this one out, because we need to get a little bit more eyeballs on this one, because this is starting to stink more and more like something that I really don't want it to be. But like I said, it's starting to look not great. But that's what I've got for you guys. Coming from this red sunburned human to you guys, nothing but love. There's a link in the description if you want the shirt. And of course, I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.